Hello, Candace.
Not you again.
Me again. Remember our last oil change? Your boyfriend said he knew a guy who knew a guy. None of those guys knew what they were doing, including you, Todd.
Silence your oil change anxiety at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch our experts change your oil right from your car.
Thanks for coming in.
And finish in about 15 minutes. Valvoline. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
This episode of Tap and Step is presented by Cover Zero Analytics, the leaders in next-level football data. Cover Zero delivers predictive matchup previews, classification-based grading, and customized analysis to football coaches who want more than the same old breakdown of tendencies. With Cover Zero, football coaches now have a tool that can measure all aspects of their team's performance. Cover Zero is built entirely around smarter data analysis, helping thousands of coaches find winning edges that don't always appear in film study. If you're a football coach looking for an extra advantage, Cover Zero invites you to join the hundreds of premier programs that have taken their scouting intel to the next level. Ready to see how the best teams win? Start with Cover Zero Analytics. Find out more at coverzeroanalytics.com. That's coverzeroanalytics.com.
It's Monday and I'm falling everywhere.
I'm glad you're okay, VNA.
Playoffs.
I'm glad, yeah, you're falling all over the playoffs.
Playoffs.
We can use all of that for a moment. Tap and Step, your premium Texas high school football podcast from your friends at Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com. I'm a man who has bracket fever, the Tep, Greg Tepper.
I'm a man who just got denied access to a press box.
Ooh.
The Stepp, Matt Stepp.
Dang.
Yeah, first time this year. It's okay.
First time ever?
No, this year.
This year.
That's fine.
He's a volume shooter. Not everybody.
It happens.
Those other dulcet tones you hear belong to our producer, VNA Moreno. Hello, VNA Moreno. She's wearing her Canadian tuxedo.
Hey, guys.
Yep, looking good. Very Canadian of her.
Very Canadian of her. Welcome to the playoffs, nerds. We made it.
Nerdtivities.
Yay,
We made it.
Nerd activities.
It is your by-district round preview, but really more is your bracket breakdown edition of Tep and Step. We do thank you for being a Dave Campbell's Texas football subscriber. This episode is probably on the short list of episodes you actually pay for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. This is one that the ball knowers tune in for.
This is a popular episode. Yeah. We are going to go bracket by bracket, each bracket, and talk about what we're watching for in all 12 UIL Texas high school football playoff brackets. Of course, TexasFootball.com/playoffs is where you can get everything you need for the Texas high school football playoffs. But you knew that. TexasFootball.com/playoffs.
You listen to Tep and Step. You know that.
My guess is that if you're listening to this, you have them printed. And you have them, like, maybe even on a wall.
You probably already have them filled out.
Yeah, you probably do.
Now, if you're listening to this on Friday, if you're doing Freeloader Friday, then several of your teams have already advanced.
Sorry.
And some teams' seasons have ended.
It's a beefy Thursday night.
Always is.
Yeah.
Especially the small schools.
Yeah.
A lot of small 2A, 3A games Thursday, but a decent number of 6As.
704 UIL Texas high school football teams are in the playoffs. We will narrow it down to 12 over the next 6 weeks of football. We've got a lot to get to in today's episode, but first, Matthew, we will start as we always do with your Texas high school football fun fact of the week, presented by Cover Zero Analytics. Let me tell you something, Cat.
Listen, bruh.
You need to know. I have a story for you. You need to know who you're playing in the playoffs. Do you know who knows who you're playing in the playoffs? Cover Zero Analytics.
They know.
And they also know who you are. Like, they will dive inside the numbers on what your team does well, and they will get you strategies that will help push your team over the edge. Like, literally, the difference between playing on Thanksgiving and not playing on Thanksgiving might come down to being Cover Zero Analytics.
It might be. Cover Zero could be the difference between 3 gold balls and 0 gold balls. Could be.
CoverZeroAnalytics.com. Those are non-binding guarantees. CoverZeroAnalytics.com. They do excellent work, and you will learn a lot about your team and
not
your
guaranteed gold footballs, but hey.
Yes, those are non-binding. Please hold off on that. Matt Stepp, your Texas high school football fun fact of the week. Last year, there were 704 UIL Texas high school football teams that qualified for the playoffs. This year, there were 704 UIL Texas high school football teams that qualify for the playoffs.
That's the same. That's a question.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
let's
the
move
same.
on.
Nailed it. Matt Stepp, how many teams made the playoffs this year that did not make the playoffs last year?
Okay.
Out of 704. If you get this on the head, we might just leave.
We'll quit the show right now. I'm going to the gas station and buying lottery tickets. What's the churn rate? I'll say 75. So right around 10%. 75.
Would it surprise you?
Clearly higher.
If it was 134.
Okay, so
a 19% churn rate. So you can think of it this way. 80%-ish of the teams that made the playoffs last year made the playoffs this year. But there's about a 19% churn rate of teams making it into the playoffs. In 6A alone, let's see, I'm looking at a good number in 6A. Like Cedar Hill made the playoffs this year. They did not make the playoffs last year. Rockwall Heath made the playoffs. Did not make the playoffs last year.
Correct.
San Angelo Central. San Marcos was one that, for others.
Rattler up.
Exactly right. Anyway, there it is. I believe the grand total is maybe like 32 in the 6A ranks. That sounds about right.
That's 32 out of
25%.
128.
25%. Anyway, there it is. Your Texas high school football fun fact of the week. All right, Matthew. The funny thing is, you and I spent the weekend working.
We did.
Boy, we spent the weekend working.
We did.
But now we're here.
I got told I looked really tired on Saturday. I was very self-conscious about that.
Well, if you think we look tired now, give us 6 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
We will look real tired. But the Texas high school football playoffs are now upon us. And the funny thing is, a lot of the work that we do on the weekends is like recap-ish stuff, right? For example, we do the rankings and we do like the team of the week and stuff like that.
Quarterback of the week. Coach of the week. Yeah.
This is the week where it does feel like nobody cares. Like nobody cares about last week.
Everybody cares about those brackets. People love brackets.
People love brackets. Go check out our traffic numbies. People love brackets.
Yeah, they love the brackets.
TexasFootball.com/playoffs. Okay, so we're not going to waste too much time on last week. I will say it was cool to see Amarillo had the wildest 24 hours in modern Texas high school football history.
Yeah, it was a wild ride for Coach Dunham and those guys, and I'm glad it worked out for them. Honestly, they were one of the 4 best teams in that district, so they got in, and actually, they might have got a better draw. I mean, they have to go to El Paso, but they might have got a better draw being the 4 seed than the 2 seed.
The other things that kind of really caught my eye, I thought Liberty Hill's win over Bastrop was really impressive.
Yes, yeah, very impressive.
Summer Creek
defense for Liberty Hill is what really impressed me.
Summer Creek's win over North Shore is impressive. I made the point on our prediction show today, because I've done nothing but talk today, about how it does feel like, I don't know how interested North Shore was in that game.
Here's the thing. First off, Summer Creek's defense, that performance was
virtuoso.
If they play like that, they will be a contender to get to AT&T Stadium for sure. That being said, I wonder, North Shore coming off the emotional win over C.E. Keene the week before, rivalry game, neighborhood rivalry. What did they really didn't have anything to play for in the game. They were going to be locked into their seed. What did North Shore have left in the tank? That's my question. Now, North Shore fans are up in arms about the performance. I see the message boards. I see what's going on, and they're not happy. Let's calm down a little bit. Let's see.
Let's reset.
Let's see. Now, if they struggle against Deer Park, okay, sound the alarms.
Now, here's the thing. Because the last time we saw North Shore struggle, they rattled off 8 wins in a row. Let me tell you something, and I'm not a scientician. However, if North Shore wins 8 more games in a row, they'll win a state championship.
They will. The 6th one will be a state championship.
They don't even have to win 8. Anyway, I don't know if I got anything else.
Big win for Sulphur Springs over Panther Creek. Dallas staying in 4A Division I Region 2. Dallas Lincoln's 12-point overtime win over Carter, but they needed to win by 12 to get that number 1 seed, and they got it. So for those who don't know, you can win by 12 in overtime. Lincoln scored in overtime, make it 34-28. Carter got the ball, threw a pick six. Lincoln returns it for a touchdown, 40-28. Lincoln. I'm just glad I'm not talking about tiebreakers anymore. I am done with tiebreaker talk.
Oh, by the way, small shout out, and I didn't mention this anywhere else, because I do I put together the 1A brackets. You put together
humble brag.
6A through 2A, right?
Yes.
I put together 1A brackets. Shout out to the entire 1A community, because no tiebreakers at all. 32 for 32, clear cut, based on record, not even head-to-head stuff. It was just like, okay.
I envy you.
It was so great.
That will almost get me to cover 6-man football. Just
It
not
was
having
so
to do
great.
tiebreakers. It is.
Nice and easy. It was really nice. Shout out to you.
Coach.
So much.
Coach, what's your tiebreaker? Do you what's your max points? You take the top team out and go back to head-to-head. Once you go to points, do you stay points? Just
Can't relate, buddy. Anyway,
so
there
glad
it
we
is.
don't have to do that now.
Little week 11, because now time for the Texas High School football playoffs.
Oh,
Ya dorks. We're here. We're going to break down each bracket, and we will go. We did not tell our producer what we were going to do, so we'll go biggest to smallest. Right? Sound good to you, VNA?
Does that work for you?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to VNA. Okay.
DNA approves.
So start with 6A Division 1. And we brought this up on the Bracket Reveal show on Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
That 6A Division 1 does feel like this is the most amount of parity we've had in quite some time. I would go so far as to say there is not a favorite. I would go as far as to say that there are probably a group of about 5 teams that we could see legit winning the state championship.
Might be more than that.
Oh, you
It might
think
be
so?
10. I think it might be upwards of 10 teams.
Okay, well, we can talk about it. It is but that's very unlike 6AD1. 6AD1 is the land of the Giants, and it's the land of the wake me up in the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or at least the regional finals.
Sure.
But this year, it does feel like there's more parity, and I think that's going to make for a more fun ride through things. So let's start with Region 1. Take a look at 6A Division 1, Region 1. And you can find your brackets at texasfootball.com/playoffs. And this is where Allen lives. And I think Allen is going to be on that short list of contenders. And, Allen has looked the part. It does feel like people are forgetting about a little team up there at the top with North Crowley. All they have is they got the crown, man.
Yeah, they're the defending champs. And I think because they lost to Rockwall, I think people are kind of and they've been a little up and down and inconsistent this year, so I can see it. Allen has been unbelievable this year. They're back with a capital B. Tough first round game. Louisville's a tricky first round opponent because of their talent. When good Louisville shows up, they can beat anyone in the bracket. They could beat, like if Louisville shows up and plays 48 minutes Thursday night, they can beat Allen. But they haven't played 48 minutes all year. But they're a tricky first-round opponent. I think in this region, we have 2 clear-cut favorites, and I think we're on a North Crowley-Allen collision course. Trinity has a lot of talent, but they've really underachieved this year. Coppell is super young, so I think they can get to the third round, but I don't know if they're a legit threat. After that, I think Lake Highlands has got a couple of pieces, but they're not a complete team in my opinion. Richardson the same way. That Richardson's defensive line is unbelievable, and I don't know if they have the offense to compete. So I look at this and I'm thinking North Crowley and Allen on a collision course. I think it's a coin flip type game.
Yeah.
And my predictions are, we posted our prediction. I actually have North Crowley winning the region.
I do too. I do too. I think that I don't know. Like the last time we saw them, we saw North Crowley winning, pretty resoundingly and looking the part. And so now I do think Allen certainly can win the state championship, and that's been a team we've been talking about. But I think that somebody's going to have to come and snatch the crown from North Crowley. And I think that they have a pretty favorable draw overall.
They do. And North Crowley's had Allen's number. They've beat him the last 2 years in the playoffs.
6A Division 1 Region 2. 6A Division 1 Region 2. Duncanville lurks. Although, really, they're not. I want to be very clear. They're going to beat Temple. Temple might drag them into a mud fight, though. Like Temple, I don't know. That's a feisty team in the first round. But then like that Wiley East Rockwall Heath game is going to be
That's
pointsy.
For entertainment value, that might be among the best games in the state in 6A Division I by district round. They are going to put up some points. Klein Collins has been outstanding. Great quarterback matchup potentially in the second round of the playoffs. So Braden Scoggin going up against Jack Dalton there for the Woodlands. Woodlands is a little down this year. I plan on being at their game Saturday night. We'll talk about that later. But a little down this year. You get at the bottom. North Forney, their offense is a wagon. Marcus Shaver's ball club can put up points. Defense, though.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, defense has been shaky. Waxahachie beat Duncanville. So we know Waxahachie can get it done, but that's a tricky first-round opponent in Waco Midway. Midway is a very underrated 9-1 team, and they got to go to Waco to play that game.
Yeah.
I love Cy Ranch, the talent they've had. They've seemed like Coach Will Blaylock's ball clubs put it together. Klein was a lot of fun early in the year. They're so beat up. They backed into the playoffs a little bit. Caduti does have the playoff mustache working, but I don't think it's going to be enough mojo to get past Cy Ranch. I think, honestly, Tep, I think we're looking at a Duncanville-Waxahachie rematch.
Oh, wow.
Final. They're going to get a district rematch in the regional final. And I think Duncanville gets their lick back and beats Waxahachie to win the region.
That would be that's a fun kind of one to put, because like you're right, beating Midway is not going to be easy. No. And then the next week they have to beat North Forney.
Yeah, they played North Forney in the second round of the playoffs last year. They won by 3 touchdowns. I think it'll be a much closer football game.
They'd have to earn their way certainly to a regional final. Okay, 6A Division I, Region 3. We'll go to there. And this is, of course, we always wonder who's going to be here. Katie is not here, but what we will get is, I'll just put it down right now, the best second round matchup in the state.
Yeah, we've got two out. You could potentially have Ridgepoint, North Shore, and Pearland and Dickinson in the second round of the playoffs. Where do I? Can I get that at a doubleheader in Houston somewhere? Area around, please.
Yes,
unbelievable football games. I think the regional champion is going to. Oh, look at the VNA with the small. That's me.
Tiny Stepp.
Yay! I think at this point, the winner of those two games, the North Shore Ridgepoint, Pearland, Dickinson, going to be in the regional final. I've been riding the hot hand with Ridgepoint all year. I mean, preseason I was telling people about Ridgepoint. Powers co-signed on it today. How talented they are. I think this is the year they get it done. I'm taking Ridgepoint to get past Dickinson in a classic regional final.
Yeah, that is going to be a lot of fun to watch. The North Shore feels like, again, when they play to their paper, they are I'll just say this: when they play their paper, they're the best team in 681. Like I think they're the best team in the bracket. They were my pick to win the state championship. I love what they've got, and I think that Caleb Maryland is playing his best football right now. Week 11 notwithstanding, obviously. That's really the question: is how much of a hangover is there?
I think there is. I think Cinco Ranch is a little bit of a sleeper. Davis Roop at quarterback, outstanding. They could be a team, kind of a bracket buster.
Okay. To Region 4. Region 4. I'm already hearing it from Lake Travis people. I'm already hearing it because everyone else took Lake Travis and I took San Antonio Johnson. I will just say this. It's out on a limb. I will just say this. Lake Travis has obviously been excellent. But they're wounded.
They are.
Van Hopping, it sounds like, is out for the year.
Probably, yeah.
We think so. At least he has not returned since he got hurt in the Westlake game.
Watch him run for 260 and 4 touchdowns.
If he comes back, then I reserve the right. But I also think Johnson's underrated.
They're really good.
They're really good.
Really explosive on offense.
Yes, they're really explosive on offense. I also think they're on the clean side of the region.
Yeah.
I think the top half of the region is where you want to live.
Yeah.
Because that bottom half, Lake Travis, Brennan.
I mean, even their first round, Round Rock is not a pushover in the first round. So I still think Lake Travis's defense, I ride with the Cavs defense.
Yeah.
Carter, Buck, and that crew. I ride with the Cavs defense this year. I think the offense does have work to do and probably is a work in progress, but Lake Travis's defense is unreal. That's why I picked them to win the region. I think that second round matchup, potentially Hutto and San Antonio Johnson, that could be as entertaining as it gets if those two meet up in the second round. I think Steele's got a pretty clean pass to the third round. I think they can get to the third round pretty easily. And then the bottom part of the bracket, I mean, it's just so weird to see Judson probably being an underdog to Laredo United. Judson made a living back in the day of just pummeling teams from the South Texas, Rio Grande Valley, Laredo regions. They've just pummeled those teams. And so Laredo United's probably a favorite in that game.
The computer has them as a 4-point favorite.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. I'm trying to find the last time they lost to a Laredo team.
I don't know if they ever
Boy,
have.
it might be never.
Yeah.
I'm I'm running through them. Yeah, it is hard to find them back to
Judson
92.
made a living off pummeling those. You got undefeated Los Fresnos at the bottom of the bracket, kind of as your sleeper at the bottom. But I think this is a late Travis San Antonio Johnson fourth round matchup, and Austin versus San Antonio. We know the narrative. I'm picking against Austin. So.
I think that's fair. I just think that if there is a time for San Antonio to get out of Region 4 and 681, it might be this year. Okay.
Sure.
So that's 681. By the way, you can find all our predictions on texasfootball.com/playoffs.
Cool, graphic design is definitely your passion.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. 6A Division 2. We'll take a look at the bracket as a whole first. And
shout out to VNA for having these ready.
6A Division 2. Now here, if you want to tell me there is a clear favorite, I would listen to you. And that is not because of anybody else besides the team we're going to be complimenting here. But South Lake Carroll has been wire to wire number one, and they have not even come close to giving us a reason to doubt them.
Agree. If you have the one knock you could really have on South Lake Carroll is they haven't played a real tough schedule.
That's it. Yeah.
Their schedule's not. They don't have that win over a powerhouse. They get nice wins over Trinity and Byron Nelson, who are good but not great. Their non-district schedule, they only play 2 games because they have a 9-team district. So that's the one knock you have on South Lake Carroll. But I think they're going to cruise into that third round matchup. And boy, South Lake Carroll and Prosper in the regional semis on Thanksgiving weekend. Where do I sign up for that?
I will say that as we matriculate to Region 1, might as well talk about it. Because in Region 1, I will say, South Lake Carroll's on the dirty side of that region. Like with Prosper lurking there, because you look at the top half and you're like, okay, like Geyer, they're interesting, but like they have not been consistent offensively. That's my issue with Geyer. You got teams that when they play as well as they can, right? Mansfield, Byron Nelson. That's a really high variance first round game.
Yeah, it is.
You know, like Jesuit.
I think El Paso Eastwood, led by that crazy person Julio Lopez, I think they can make a little. This sets up nicely for Eastwood to possibly friendships wounded. Chase Campbell's out. I think El Paso Eastwood could potentially be a little bit of a thorn in the side of possibly Trophy Club Nelson in the second round of the playoffs. Eastwood's a little bit dangerous, so it's a fun. There's some sleepers at the top here, but I think we're Geyer. I think Geyer's going to cruise into the fourth round. I just don't see Reedheim's probably cursing and punching air as he hears this right now. But I think Geyer's going to get into the fourth round, and I think we're going to get a Geyer South. I think South Lake Carroll is going to have a classic against Prosper. The one thing I would worry about, whoever wins that South Lake Carroll Prosper game, you got to turn around the very next week and play Geyer. No letdowns.
Yep, no letdowns.
Geyer is that D line is good.
Physical.
So that's the kind of one thing I do watch for is whoever comes out of that game when they play Geyer, what's left in the tank.
Apropos of nothing, I think San Angelo Central and El Paso Pebble Hills has a chance to be like a fun game.
It's the rare first round neutral site game.
Where are they playing?
Ratliff.
Okay.
Because they were both 3 seeds.
Yeah.
And so you don't have home field advantage when you're both the third seed out of the district. So they flipped. Well, they flipped with neutral, and so they're playing Thursday. Tricky Thursday game. I think I might tune into that one maybe. San Angelo Central and El Paso Pebble Hills.
Region 2. In Region 2, it does feel like it's the... I'm going to say something that's going to get me in trouble. It does feel like
do it.
It's like, which team do you trust here? Because there's a bunch of teams that I like that I'm also like, You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me when we get to 3AD1. It reminds me of that. Like a lot of teams I like, and none of the teams that I want to like put my mortgage on.
Yeah, I wouldn't put money on any. Yeah, I agree. You got Longview, defending regional champ.
Upside is literally they can win state championship. 4
losses by a total of 11 points this year. Crazy. The problem I have with Longview is they have trouble running the football at times, which is so weird to say, but they do. They struggle running the football. DeSoto, when they're good, they're good. When they're bad, they're sketchy at best. My favorite's College Park.
I think DeSoto's upside might be the highest.
Yeah. When DeSoto's operating at peak efficiency, Sherrod Baker's him and Jermaine Bishop are unbelievable. So I mean, they're 2 best players in the region. I think College Park's a problem. Kyle Coates has got a complete ball club. Big fan of them. I think they're going to be. They're my surprise pick to win the region. Shout out to Cy Lake's first playoff appearance in school history.
How about that?
Tyrone Carter's doing a great job there.
Boy, brutal first-round matchup.
Yeah, Magnolia's pretty strong.
Really strong. That second-round matchup, by the way, Magnolia and College Park, potentially.
That's fun. That's a lot of fun.
fun.
Forney's playing about as good as anyone right now in the region. Javian Osborne is putting the cape on. He's outstanding. You got Willis. I think Willis is going to cruise past Westfield. And then you got Waller and Tomball, a great first-round matchup. Two kind of old rivals there in North Houston. Waller quarterback TK Gaines is unbelievable. Man, playoff Tomball.
Playoff Tomball is a thing.
They are a thing. So I think
Waller's first playoff appearance is 2014.
I think we're gonna get College Park and Forney in the regional. I like Forney to get all the way to the regional final against College Park, and I'm taking College Park.
That Harker Heights Cedar Hill game is fun too because like
you got high-powered offense for Harker Heights
and two teams that when they play their best, they are capable of being anybody. And also, we have seen them lay eggs this year.
Harker Heights played Dripping Springs. I think they lost to Dripping Springs by 5.
Yeah,
and then 5A Midlothian beat them by 21. Yeah. So
who knows?
What are they going to get from Harker Heights?
Okay, over to Region 3. Over in Region 3, this is, again, do you remember when 6A Division 2 Region 3 used to be like the leftovers?
Yeah, there was like 1 year Katie Taylor won it. And
yeah.
we were like, oh, okay.
Now,
it's fun.
A wagon. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
There's two. I think obviously the conversation is going to center around 23-6A with CE King and Summer Creek. Remember, CE King beat Summer Creek by 10 points? 14 points in district play. I'd love to see another one. Summer Creek, your reward for winning for getting into the playoffs this spot is you get Katy in the third round.
And they actually got the higher seed.
Yeah.
They're the 1 seed.
Yeah. So they got by winning the district or getting the top seed, you get to go play Katy.
Katy, here's some ties. Katy and Houston Memorial in the second round. That's Katy alum Brooks Hack, the head coach of Houston Memorial.
I didn't even put that together.
Former Katy quarterback. Oh. Teacher versus student.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
Yeah. It's a fun little match. Brooks Hack's Houston Memorial's 9-1. They have been outstanding this year.
Because he was the
coach of the year type stuff.
Because he was co-offensive coordinator at
Randall
last year. Yeah, that's right.
And then I think Summer Creek though, the way they play, if they put that offense has been outstanding all year. If that defense plays like that, I think they're going to cruise to a regional. I don't think anyone in this region touches them if they play that kind of defense.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Noah Spinks, Benny Easter, Braylon Causey, they've got weapons galore. I like Summer. CE King's offense is legit.
Yeah.
I do have concerns about the defense. They just play, to me, when you see teams that play a lot of 60-40 type games, that's not going to translate towards deep playoff runs, in my opinion. So I think Summer Creek plays CE King in the regional final. Summer Creek gets the lick back.
I'd love to see it. Yeah. I would love to see it. Also, like Houston Heights and Houston Stratford is like, again, not like, it's not.
They seem to play in the first round of playoffs every year.
It does. All right, Region 4. And Region 4 is where you're going to find the box office attraction of the week, which is, how do we get Vandergrift and Westlake in the first round of the playoffs?
Well, we got it because Dripping Springs beat Westlake by 10 in Week 11, and Austin Bowie got into the playoffs, which sent Westlake into Division 2. Thus, we get last year's 6A Division 2 state champion Vandergrift playing last year's 6A Division 1 runner-up Westlake in the first round of the playoffs. One of these teams is going to be hitting the layup line.
Two highly variance teams. Yeah. Again, two teams that's like when they play really well, it's like, oh man, how are they going to be? Like, and there's tons to like about both these teams. I love Miles Tazeki.
Great quarterback matchup, Vandergrift and Westlake.
I love the quarterback matchup. The Westlake defense probably feels like it has the advantage.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
they got touched up last week by Drip.
Yeah, they've been touched up.
Yeah, 45 to Drip.
Wild game. Okay. Elsewhere, it does. I mean, Austin is obviously the headline here. But I'll tell you what, Dripping Springs, again, no good deed goes unpunished. Dripping Springs wins the district, right? Or they get the top seed in D2.
Yeah.
And their reward is Harlan in the second, almost certainly. Harlan.
Yeah, Harlan's going to be a huge favorite. Credit to San Antonio. Jordan Clay, the Baylor commit for Madison, put it on the Cape, had 300 yards receiving for Madison to upset Roosevelt to get that fourth playoff spot at 3-7. Good luck against 10-0 Harlan in the first round. Yeah. Harlan is unbelievable. Harlan beat Dripping Springs last year in the playoffs.
I'm telling you, Harlan's a problem. That's a weird matchup.
And then you got, the most interesting team in Texas high school football this year, the San Marcos Rattlers. Rattler up. Good year. Got the number 1 seed out of the D2 side of the district. I think he finished second. I think 7-3 this year.
They could be playing Thanksgiving.
I think John Walsh's ball club is going to be playing on Thanksgiving weekend, and their frontline talent is outstanding. They're tricky.
Yeah. Region 4 is going to be fun. Obviously, all eyes on Vandergrift Westlake in round 1. Okay, there's 6A Division 2. On to 5A Division.
You can see my state picks on the website.
TexasFootball.com/playoffs is where you can find all of those.
You want me
things.
to tell you, I'll tell you, but we did talk about it on the show.
This is a premium podcast. We're going to make you click.
Yeah. Give us those clicks. Give us those numbies.
Yeah.
Okay. Numbies.
On to 5A Division 1. 5A Division 1, the narrative the entire season has been, is it a Aledo year or is it not an Aledo year? I will say this. There is equal reason to believe that it is and isn't an Aledo year.
It's 50-50. It's a coin toss.
It's a coin toss. Now, if you're Aledo, if you're any team and we say you're a 50-50 shot at the beginning of the playoffs to win the state championship.
Where do I sign up for that?
Absolutely, because there's 64 teams in this bracket. Like you're telling me Mission wouldn't love to be a 50-50 shot to win this title? Exactly right. Now, we'll see. We'll start with Region 1, and that is where Aledo lives. I mean, I don't see any reason they don't.
They're cruising into the 4th round. They're going to cruise into the 4th round. Okay. All due respect to the teams.
To Ryan, or 3rd or 4th?
Because they're cruising into the 4th round.
So they're beating Ryan again?
Well, they'll play Ryan in the 4th round.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Regional final. You're right.
They'll cruise into the regional final.
Ignore me.
Although I do think Fort Worth Arlington Heights, I think they can, which would be cool for Fort Worth ISD to get a team in the 3rd round. I think Arlington Heights can get. I think
they're a favorite on that bottom half.
Yes. Yeah. Top half is definitely where the more potholes lie. I mean, a 2nd round game with Abilene High is no picnic for Denton Ryan. Abilene beat them 2 years ago in the playoffs. They match up well with Denton Ryan, so that's no picnic. And then you got Amarillo High at the top there. The 2-8. They are 2-8.
2-8, and according to the computer, the number 10 team in 581.
Yes, they are. They El Paso El Dorado has got to be like, really?
Yeah.
That's
by the way, that's a 9-1 El Dorado team, a good El Dorado team.
And they're going to be Amarillo's on the road. Amarillo will be an underdog. I mean, El Dorado will be an underdog at home.
Computer's got them a 14-point favorite.
I think Amarillo. I would not pick Amarillo High over Denton Ryan in the regional semi, but with all that's going on at Amarillo High, kind of galvanized, could they be kind of that Cinderella feel-good story? So we'll see. But I think Aledo, even if Amarillo did pull the upset on Denton Ryan, the back-to-back beating Denton Ryan and Aledo that's tough. So I'll take Aledo. I'll take Aledo over Denton Ryan in the regional final, but I do think Amarillo could be a problem for Denton Ryan.
5A D1 Region 2. That is where you'll find. I think I'll just say this. I think we can look at this, and there's teams that I like a lot, but this does feel like a 2-horse race. Feels like you either are a Lone Star person or you're a Highland Park person.
Yes, I would agree.
There's other teams. Now, that's not to say it's smooth sailing. I think Georgetown in the 2nd round is a problem for Lone Star.
That's a really good 2nd round matchup. If Lone Star and Georgetown play like in Waco or something, I might be. Hey, Coach Ray, why don't you schedule that for Saturday at Baylor?
Let me tell you another thing.
Do your boy a favor.
Let me tell you another thing. West Mesquite.
Yeah.
Y'all might need to talk to your folks about when you're going to be eating Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, I think West Mesquite Midlothian potentially could be a rematch of last year's 2nd round game. Steven Jackson's done a great job with the Wranglers. It was a close game last year. I think it could be a close game this year. I don't think Highland Park and Reedy, there's some really tasty 2nd round matchups potentially in this region. Highland Park and Reedy is a good matchup. Reedy pushed Lone Star. They're tough. Cedar Park Tyler is really an interesting 1st round game. Let
me tell you.
Because Tyler is the wildest team in the bracket.
They're the wild card.
They've lost to Highland Park by 4. They lost to Marshall by 1. They lost to Lufkin by 7, and they lost to Midlothian by 6. Like, they will play close games, but then they'll also lose to Burleson Centennial by 20.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you get out of Tyler? But they'll play up or down of their competition. Cedar Park will be the favorite, but Tyler's tricky.
Yeah. I think we're probably heading for Lone Star Highland Park.
That's the chalk.
That's chalk. But there's potholes. There's potholes, and if in Highland Park, this isn't a go out there and beat every team by 60 Highland Park team.
No, especially defensively.
Defensively,
they
they
have
struggle.
some warts on the deep, but the offense.
No
you
notes.
got Buck Randall.
Yeah, they got Buck Randall. All right, Region 3. Over to Region 3 we go. And that is where you find my favorite team. The official 5A team of Greg Tepper.
Okay.
The Port Arthur Memorial Tigers. The more I think about this team, the more I like them a lot.
They're gonna. All due respect to Galena Park, congrats on getting into the playoffs. Your reward is you have to go to Port Arthur and play in front of a bunch of crazy people. Port Arthur rules.
But I'll tell you what, second round matchup with A&M Consolidated.
We have potential second round games. Port Arthur Memorial, A&M Consolidated. I think, and the winner of Angleton College Station is going to cruise.
I would agree.
But LaPorte and Lufkin in the second round. Austin Anderson and Barbers Hill. Some really good second round matchups here.
Can I shock you? Now, the computer, I want to be clear. The computer thinks that every playoff game is on a neutral site. So, grain of salt. Pflugerville Weiss is a 2-point favorite over LaPorte.
It's interesting. That's very interesting. I think Weiss is a tough match. I think here's my prediction on LaPorte and Pflugerville Weiss. Okay, LaPorte's either going to win by 3 touchdowns or Weiss is going to upset them like
31-30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a lopsided LaPorte win or Weiss is going to pull one out.
I want to see where Austin. I'll just say this: Austin Anderson, that bottom part of the bracket, that bottom kind of foursome, if you will. Anderson's the best team. However,
they didn't look good last week.
I want to know where their head's at.
Yeah.
I want to know where their head's at because, a lot of buzz. You're 9-0, an opportunity to finish off an undefeated regular season. Kind of falls by the wayside in week 11. Can they regroup? Because here's the thing: if they don't regroup, Friendswood is not a bad football team.
No, they're at home though, so that helps. So it'll be interesting. Angleton, obviously, I think if they were at full strength, we would be talking a lot more about Angleton. But they're clearly wounded, and I'm not sure they get out of the first round.
It's College Station.
College Station's red hot.
Yeah, they are hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stony Pryor has done that thing.
Yeah.
Where it's just turned it on. All right, down to Region 4. Region 4 is where you'll find the reigning 5A Division I state champs, the Smithson Valley Rangers. I would say that's probably a pretty nice draw for them.
Third round matchup against Piper could be interesting.
Could be dangerous.
Comal ISD rivalry game there. But yeah, I think Smithson Valley, they're so boring, but they're so good. They just
great defense. They run the ball.
Special teams.
They turn you over 2.5 times a game.
They are the masters of the 28-10 win.
They are just very Larry Hill.
It works. It works for them. So
let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Bottom half of that bracket. Who do you like? Because I think there's a couple of teams you could go with.
Yeah, New Braunfels, Bernie Champion, and then 10-0 PSJ North. I think if PSJ North still had Ethan Guerra, I might pick them to get to the regional final. I just don't know if they can score enough.
I think that's
Guerra.
probably right.
Their defense is going to be there, but they're playoff tested. They're really good. I do think they'll be. I think that PSJ North Bernie Champion second round game will be a lot of fun.
Really, really fun. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, there is 5A Division 1. We're rolling here on Tep and Stepp. Don't worry, this won't be a 2-hour podcast. To 5A Division 2.
Of course not.
To 5A Division 2 we go. And we'll talk kind of broad strokes about it. I will say in 5A Division 2 that each region, it does feel like has its own little mini drama going on.
Sure.
It does feel like there's a little soap opera happening in each of the 4 regions. We'll start with Region 1, where the soap opera is basically if you pay too much attention to District 3 versus District 4, then Amarillo Paladuro is going to beat your rear end. You know what I mean? That's the headline. The headline here is Melissa Colleyville Heritage, banger. Anna Timberview, banger. Argyle Lovejoy, the best coaching matchup in the state.
Yeah.
And then even Walnut Grove and Seguin.
Seguin's tricky.
Seguin's very tricky.
Yeah.
That's there's that. But then you've got this one team out there in the Panhandle, little do-do-do.
We've talked about Paladuro a lot on this podcast, and we've been telling you guys all year, watch out for the Paladuro Dons.
Swagged out Don.
They're going to be a dangerous team in the second round for whoever. That Timberview Anna game
is so good.
It's going to be a great football game Friday night. I love that matchup.
Can I tell you, because I've done spoiler alert for our podcast listeners. Although if you're a Freebie Friday, then you know this. I'm talking about it on the Picks video.
Yeah.
I think it is entirely reasonable to say that Anna's the better team, and also styles make fights, and I think this is a bad style matchup for Anna.
Timberview is physical, and they're super athletic in the
Yes.
back end.
Yes.
And that can give Anna some trouble. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
I'm fascinated by that ball
Yeah.
game. I don't know. This is a fun region that
Even out in West, like Abilene Cooper has been really good this year. El Paso Del Valle has Jake Fetty. Wichita Falls Memorial struggled a little bit early, but got their wheels on late. So this is a fun.
Del Valle Lubbock Cooper is a fun matchup.
It is. It's a tough matchup for Cooper having to go all the way to El Paso to deal with the El Paso.
Exactly right. Okay.
I think, but I haven't talked about him yet. I think Melissa's the most complete team in this region. I think we're going to get a Melissa Argyle regional final, and I like Melissa. I think their physicality and their improved athleticism is going to be the key here.
I need to remove my priors because like Melissa, I know we went all in on Melissa last year, and it
2 years ago.
2 years ago, and it all fell apart.
Yeah. So they missed the playoffs last year.
I got to get out of my own head and stuff like that.
They're impressive.
They're
on
pretty
the
good.
hoof.
Okay. Region 2. My overall take on this is if you are paying attention to the two teams that are eyeballing each other from across the room, South Oak Cliff and Port Neches Groves, then you are going to miss out on a couple of really fun teams that could prevent that kind of matchup. Specifically, Buddy Terrell can ball.
10-0 Terrell Tigers running the wing team. They can throw it. That's the difference this year. Terrell has been able to throw the ball consistently this year. They've been really good and consistent. Great win over Midlothian Heritage. I think they've got a nice draw into the third round. They'll be favored over Seagoville, obviously, this week, and then I think they'll be favored over the winner of Marshall Huntsville. If they play South Oak Cliff again, they played South Oak Cliff last year. South Oak Cliff handled them pretty easily. I think this time will be a little bit closer, but I still think Sock is so. The only question you have with Sock is, how do they've had basically 8 weeks off. How, all due respect to the DISC district, but they're so much better than everybody else. Texas High is dangerous because of Tredarian Ball, Cam Reitner at quarterback. Rematch. Their only loss this year was Midlothian Heritage. They possibly get a rematch there in the second round. So I think really fun first round matchup is Montgomery and Mount Pleasant.
I agree.
Mount Pleasant's front seven is a problem.
That is a team that is 4-6 and is a lot better than their record tells you.
Yeah. So
it does feel like P&G. Look, the chalk is P&G Sock.
Yeah, we're careening towards that. P&G's 10-0, very quiet 10-0, but they have been
as quiet as P&G can be.
Really good. Connor
will,
Bailey at quarterback, back for a third year. He's been tremendous.
I've just made this point before. I'm not going to overthink it. P&G has the best offense they've had under Jeff Joseph.
Agree.
That's not really up for debate. That matchup with South Oak Cliff is box office. Okay, Region 3. Over to Region 3 we go, which is where you find the reigning 5A Division II state champs, the Richmond Randall Lions.
26-game winning streak.
And rolling and looking good. And it is hard to see anyone in that top half of the region getting in their way, especially now that Bastrop lost in week 11.
Yeah.
If Bastrop was 10-0, although they wouldn't be on that
They would be on the
bracket.
bottom of the part of the bracket, yeah.
But even then you'd have Randall and Liberty Hill, and they provide their own kind of problem.
Yeah, Liberty Hill's a matchup problem just because of what they do offensively and how well they run the slot T. But yeah, Waco University is very talented, and that win over Brenham was an eye opener. And I think University, if you're looking for a fun second round matchup, University and Bastrop would be a great game.
Yeah.
Pointsy. I think Randall's going to cruise though. Bottom half of the bracket, I think Liberty Hill gets their lick back on Brenham. Brenham's just not playing very well right now.
That's the issue.
And Liberty Hill's playing great. Iowa Colony and Liberty Hill in the third round is really fascinating to see if Iowa Colony what they can do with that Liberty Hill offense. So
yeah.
But I've
You've said for a couple weeks now you think that Iowa Colony, if they get another chance at Randall, they're going to beat them.
Carter made a great analogy, though. He said he feels like Iowa Colony and Randall is the Bills and the Chiefs, where they always play great games, but one team always wins. Well, we'll see. If Iowa Colony, if they play Randall again in the regional final and lose to them in overtime again, then I'm willing to. They've lost the last two times to Iowa. Randall's last two games against Iowa Colony, regional final overtime win last year, and then overtime win in the regular season. So. If it happens again, I'm like, okay, maybe there's something to it. So I trust Carson White and Jaden Warren, and that Carson White is a dude that matchup with him and Lando Williams-Callis in the regional final would be a blast.
This is a fun region overall, really and truly, and especially once we get into like the third round, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, Region 4. It's kind of like District 13 or the field. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
do you like Bernie? Do you like Alamo Heights? Do you like Victoria West? Right? And those three, I think there's a chance. I mean, no, there's not. Maybe that you get three of those teams into the regional semifinals. Right? Those three.
I think I would bet that. Yeah, I think Victoria West has got Corpus Christi Miller's got a 4-6. They're another 4-6
Yes.
team that's starting to play well. They've got some guys healthy. They're dangerous. But I think West is a slight favorite there. Mission Vets out of the Valley has been really good. Mercedes is 10-0 against Alamo Heights. Love DK Garza and Alamo Heights. Corpus Christi Carroll's not a pushover in the first round. Heights will be a favorite, but I do think Carroll is good enough to push them. I think Bernie at the top. They're going to cruise into the third round.
They're the clear favorite in that top four.
I want to see what Gregory Portland does, though. The Bernie Gregory Portland third round game would really interest me.
I'm a Gregory Portland guy. I like what Gregory Portland. I think, again, quietly, because it's Region 4 and so much of the oxygen has been sucked up by District 13, I think people have maybe not paid attention to how good Gregory Portland has been this year.
They had a great quarter. I love their quarterback. Yeah. He's been outstanding. So I think we're going to get a Bernie Alamo Heights rematch in the regional final, and I like Bernie.
Okay, it's a fun matchup. Anyway, there's 5A Division 2. We're rolling here on Tep and Stepp. We're through 6A and 5A. That's all we've done. Oh my God, how long have we been going, BNA? Oh no, she's trying to turn.
44 minutes.
Oh, awesome! This is going great. To 4A we go. 4A Division 1, and I will just tell you that I have very strong feelings about a couple of these regions and also a total shrug on a couple of others. So Region 1 is where I have some strong feelings.
Okay.
I don't think I can't see a situation realistically where it's not Stephenville and West Plains.
Neither can I.
In a regional
I think we are a runaway train rematch between Stephenville and West Plains. Preseason, I picked West Plains to win the I picked West Plains against the state championship game. Stephenville, with their performance in this season going 10-0, has convinced me otherwise. I'm taking Stephenville.
Stephenville has been a wagon. Region 1, I think, goes for them. Now, I will just say this about Region 1. Folks, El Paso East Leda is undefeated.
They are.
It is time to put some respect on East Leda. That is a not-so-fun matchup with that's a good Canyon team.
That is. I think East Leda goes 10-1.
I think there's a good chance.
Canyon's the favorite.
I think there's a good chance it happens. I also think Burnett and Andrews is a fun matchup, like a weird cross-regional bi-district
That's
matchup.
a weird first-round game. Andrews in that slot T is really good. Canyon Randall's. I think Canyon Randall is going to be the team that emerges from that four-pack there to play Stephenville in the third round. And then I think we're going to get a Canyon ISD reunion in the regional semis between Canyon and West Plains.
I like Pecos over Stephenville. Region 2.
Bold prediction there.
To Region 2. And in Region 2, this is where... Okay. Salina. We don't need to go into everything. There's a lot of off-the-field stuff going on in Salina.
There is.
That is unfortunate.
Yes.
This is a really good Salina team.
It's a great Salina team.
It's a great Salina team.
Maybe
the
not quite as great as last
Yeah.
year, but they are.
It's a great.
Still
The number one
really,
team in the
really
state.
good. They're
Number one team in the state.
26 in a row.
This is the wrong region to be distracted in.
It is, but
they have three. I think they've got 2 weeks to
they're
get focused.
They're in the cleaner side of the bracket.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. I think they're gonna be able to handle anything that comes out of at them from the other 7 teams on this side of the bracket. I think the top part.
That's the dirty part.
That's where it's like, okay, round 2, we're looking at Springtown and Panther Creek and Alvarado and Sulphur Springs potentially. I mean,
that is
really
really
good matchups. I'm picking Panther Creek to play Salina in the regional final, but
it could be Alvarado, man.
It could be Springtown.
It could be Springtown.
Cane Hill and Springtown. That's going to be a really tough matchup in the second round, provided that both of them take care of business.
And Sulphur Springs has forgotten they're without their starting quarterback.
Yeah, they're just saying, you know what, we're going to make it really hard to score on us.
Yeah.
And they beat Panther Creek 20-13 last week, and I wish Deuce Timmons hadn't got hurt because I would
Yeah.
love to have seen how explosive Sulphur Springs is when they're at full strength.
I will just say this, okay? And I say this as the son of a Dallas Kimball Knight. Kimball's not bad. Bam
They're
Aaron's
not
doing a
band.
great job.
Cook Bam does a great job.
That's really good.
Tough draw for them being the three,
Really?
being the 3 seed.
Jeez, it's brutal.
And Alvarado, undefeated for the second straight year in a row in the regular season without Cartier Collier,
That's
and they're
really
just
impressive.
DeMarcus Belton and KJ Jenkins are just dominant.
They're animals, man. All right, Region 3. Over to the other side of the bracket, 4A Division 1. Take a look at Region 3, where you will find, I think, this is a region with a clear favorite with a caveat. I think Kilgore is the clear favorite.
Agree.
I think they have looked the most consistently excellent program in a team in Region 3. There is a brewing second-round game between Fort Bend Crawford and Lindale,
That's going to be awesome.
which is...
choice.
Now that's choice.
Lindale's got the pedigree. Crawford's really talented. They got the numbers. They're moved up to. They're a 5A playing in 4A right now. East Texas has absolutely dominated this region over the recent years, and I think this might be the year that somebody from outside of East Texas has a chance to break through. Feel bad for Bridge City. First round
Man,
game
I do
at
too.
home, and you got Chapel Hill rolling in there.
District
Chapel Hill
champs.
Chapel Hill is always. I'm going to have an article later this week talking about 4 seeds who could bust your brackets, and Chapel Hill, shocker, is on there again. They seem to do their best work when they're a 4 seed.
Yeah.
It's like Jeff Reardon, let's just be the 4 seed and fly under.
He's like
and
sandbagging his season.
Screw up Tep and Stepp's bracket.
It is, yeah.
But I do think Kilgore is the most. That defense is fantastic.
Gnarly. That defense
So
is gnarly.
I like Kilgore to win the region.
Okay, Region 4. In Region 4, this was the place when, if you look at the predictions on TexasFootball.com/playoffs, this is where there's a lot of different picks here.
Some variance here.
So you got all here. We'll go top to bottom and teams I think there was reasonable. Austin LBJ,
Yes.
signature win over Wimberley. Signature win over Wimberley. Every reason to believe that they
Haven't seen much of them the past 6 weeks because the district's bad.
That's the issue. I think they're in the mix. You and I are both on Davenport.
Yes.
I love this Davenport team. JD Zimmer-Hansel has done an unbelievable job with them.
And they won the region 2 years ago. Their second year as a varsity program.
By the way, shout out Austin Eastside. This is the last time we're going to talk about you this season because it's probably not going to end well with Davenport. But an unbelievable year. Luis Becerra, that is marvelous to be 6-4 in the playoffs.
One of the best pure coaching jobs in the state.
Plain and simple. Absolutely amazing. Lavernia. All they did was win the stinking region last year.
Yeah. And they're 9-1 again this year. They're doing that thing.
They are really dangerous. And then, then you kind of got this other tier. I think that's probably where the tier ends. Got those top 3.
Yeah.
Bay City's not bad. I think Somerset's dangerous.
Cal Allen.
I think that bottom half, the winner. Cal Allen El Campo is a terrific
It's the
first
Reeve
round
Bowl.
matchup. Yeah,
It's the rematch. The Reeve Bowl.
that is a fun matchup in the first round. I am, and the winner of that game is making it, in my opinion, making it to Thanksgiving.
Agree.
I think they're going to be the favorite of Taylor and Canyon Lake.
Agree.
Region 4 is going to be a lot of fun.
I like Davenport to win the region, though.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. I like Davenport. I like the Wolves. And then I like, I think I'm going to go with Houston Worthing to win the state championship.
All right.
That's what I like. Go Colts. All right. 4A Division 2 we go. We're rolling here on the Tep and Step bracket breakdown special. And let's start there's your bracket. Let's start in Region 1. They're in Region 1. I think there's 2 really interesting things I want to talk about here. Well, there's 2 teams at the top that I think have separated themselves as the contenders. There's Brock.
Yes.
No introduction needed.
No notes.
They have been spectacular. They have gone through the regular season as dominant as you would expect a contender to be. My beloved, the Rangers of Greenwood.
You've been Greenwood pilled.
I've been on there. Go check the tape. Preseason. You and I are sitting at this
I
desk.
think you invited Lincoln Madrid to the Dudes Rock
I did.
dinner preseason.
In like August. Exactly right. I love this Greenwood team. They've done nothing to dissuade me. There's one other thing that I'm really interested in, and that is, let's call it the undercard, if you will. The bottom of each of these 2 segments, right?
Okay.
So the Lubbock, Liberty, Monahans, Graham, and Godley quadrant, and then those 4 teams at the bottom,
Yeah.
I think that is as wide open and as wild ass as it gets in a playoff bracket.
You look at Glen Rose's record of 5-5. Don't look at they are on a roll. They are playing good football. Seminole has had second round heartbreak basically every year for the past 5 years. Lubbock Liberty has the pedigree in the regular season right now, but this is their first playoff appearance. How do they handle that? Where you have Graham, who is a playoff pedigree team, that always makes a run. So those are interesting. But I think in the end, we're careening towards Greenwood and Brock. I think we are going to get Greenwood and Brock in a regional final. I think they're both going to be 13-0. It's going to be a box office football game.
Probably play that in Abilene?
I would think so, yeah. I would go with Brock in that game, but I know you're going with Greenwood. And I don't think it's crazy to pick Greenwood.
I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go. Region 2. We'll go to Region 2 and talk about what's going on here. Now, here is where
we have a favorite.
Here's where the super villain lives, if you will. Here's where the final boss lives, and it's Carthage. 10-0. I'll just say this: they're going to cruise to Thanksgiving.
Yes, where they will have another date with Pleasant Grove. It looks like.
And here's where I'm at. I think there's an argument to be made that Pleasant Grove's the second best team in 4A Division 2.
Yeah,
I really do.
I think there's a strong argument with that.
And also, A, Carthage has had their number, and B, I think Carthage matches up really well with.
They do, and the key is Carthage is just a little more explosive offensively, and that's been the difference last year at least. Top part of the bracket is really fun,
dude.
Sunnyvale and Van in the second round. That's a rematch of last year's third round game. I think Sunnyvale gets them this year. Athens at the top played Carthage to the wire in their regular season matchup. This is a crew, but hey, Crum is undefeated up there. So
Crum, yeah.
Athens and Crum in the second round is not a bad little matchup either. But I think we're going to get Carthage and Athens a rematch in 8-4 AD2 in the regional final. I think Carthage wins a little more comfortably this time, but I do think Athens pushes them.
Can I tell you something amazing? Gilmer has not lost in the first round of the playoffs since 2006.
Wow.
How about that?
Yeah, and they're 4-6 right now.
4-6. I'll just say this, here's a promise. Allen Metz will have them ready. They may not have the horses to run this year, but Allen Metz will have them ready. That's a small upset watch. Small, just a tiny upset watch. Okay, on to Region 3. Region 3 of 4A Division 2 is where you will find kind of the Golden Triangle meets Central Texas type area. Down at the bottom, La Vega won the region last year. They are the favorites, in my opinion, to win the region again, but they were put in the absolute gnarliest part of that region.
Yeah, you got a second round matchup with Silsby potentially, and then if you get out of that, you're playing probably Belleville, who's playing really well right now. And then if Lamarck and Hampshire Finette's
I love that game.
First round matchup.
2 sophomore quarterbacks going at it in that one.
And then you go to the top part of the bracket. You got West Orange Stark, but Robinson with Bryce McCurdy, super dangerous. Madisonville's playing good football right now. West Columbia has my favorite player in the region, Ndasi Abdallah. And you got Sealy with Kane Killo at quarterback. A lot of good. This is going to be every week we're going to have some really good matchups in Region 3.
Yep. But
I ain't picking against Don Hyde in the playoffs in this region. Give me
the
Pirates.
We've said this before about this guy. And okay, one other thing. Sealy, I know you mentioned him. Sealy is dangerous, very dangerous. But and I can see them making it to the regional final. But Don Hyde does that thing, maybe better than any team coach in the state, where he has his guys peaking at the right time. And this is they may play terrible football the first 2 weeks. They don't, but they can, and he'll be like, no problem. It's September 2nd. Who cares? And then by the time you get to November 2nd, you don't want to see them. That's where they're at right now.
He does a good job of having his team just they start to kind of that upward incline as the season goes on.
Okay, over to Region 4. Region 4, all eyes are on District 15, specifically Sinton and Cuero.
Sure.
It does feel like we're heading for a rematch of the game of the year.
Yes.
That was the game of the year where Cuero won it on a last second field goal
One of the craziest
block.
games, of the year.
Absolutely. Sure. They do. I'll say this: I feel very good about them making it to the third round.
Agree.
I could also see a situation in which that District 15 gets 3 of their 4 teams in the regional semifinals. Because I think Rockport Fulton's maybe the favorite in that top part.
I'll go Salado.
Okay.
But I think Rockport's the favorite over Kingsville for sure. I think Salado Rockport will be a good game. I think we're going to get 15 versus 13. I think we're going to get Cuero, Salado, Sinton, and Wimberley. Wimberley's dominated this region in recent years. all they do is play one-score games.
Hair on their chinny chin chin, man.
But I think it ends against Sinton. I think Sinton has gone up against Wimberley the past few years and fallen short every time. I think this is the year Mike Troutman's ball club gets through Wimberley, and I think they get their revenge on Cuero in the regional final. I'm taking Sinton to win the region.
I think they do too. But I'll just say this: if it's a one-score game, Wimberley's going to win. Like they're going to be like, we're bored in the darkness. We know how to do this. Anyway, there it is. There's 4A Division 2. That's 4A Division 2. We're done with 4A. That's big school. That's the end of anything you can call big school football.
Yeah.
That's it. Hello. We're still talking.
We're here.
3A we go. 3A Division 1. Who the hell knows?
This whole thing, yeah. Our graphic of our picks is the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's hilarious.
Okay. I'll put it to you this way. What region do you feel most confident about picking a winner of?
Region 3, Franklin.
Okay, we'll get to that. I don't, but okay, I'm sorry. I said most confident. Mm-hmm. How confident are you?
Not super.
Kind
of confident. Yeah, I wouldn't say just like book them, but yeah.
3AD1 has been chaos, and we have no idea how it's going to shake out.
That means it's going to be the most fun bracket.
Let's go to Region 1. Region 1, I mean, if you want to see it emblematic here. Now, the funny thing is, I do think you have a couple of the most consistent teams in 381 here. Specifically, Peaster, Jim Ned, and Paradise. I think they've been the most consistent. What's funny is that I think one of the teams with the highest upside is at the very top there in Shallow Water. Remember, this is a Shallow Water team that beat
drilled
Canadian by 32.
Their quarterback is Cooper Martin, I believe is his name. He's really, really outstanding. Shallow Water's young in the trenches. That's been the issue. A second-round game against Peaster will be tricky. Peaster is kind of my pick to click. I think Vernon, if Vernon can put it together, now Peaster blew him out in week 11, but Vernon's had some injuries. If Vernon gets those guys back, I think Vernon is equally dangerous there, and I think we get a Vernon Peaster rematch in the third round.
I think Vernon's in the sweet spot of the bracket right now. That feels like the place where you can make. Jim Ned has been consistent, very consistent. I think they're the favorite to make it to Thanksgiving, and then Paradise. Shout out to Dalhart though. Dalhart's had their best season.
They are very good
in history.
They beat Bushland, which is a great win for them. So I think it ends in the second round against Paradise, but I think they'll give Paradise a game.
It's a fun region. So is Region 2, because who the hell knows?
Yeah, I picked Winsboro, and I literally just had a Winsboro fan message me. He goes, I don't think our defense is good enough. And I'm like, well, I don't know who the hell to pick in this region.
Here's the thing. You took Winsboro, they could 100% lose in the first round.
Yes, they
could.
Atlanta. They could, yeah. Those 7 and 8 matchups are tremendous. Malakoff Liberty Iowa was the regional final last year. I was at that game.
Yeah,
tremendous. Commerce wins the district, and your reward is a super dangerous 4 seed in Jefferson.
A Jefferson team that at one point ranked 4th in the state.
Yeah,
this is a crazy bracket.
Yeah. Gladewater and Mount Vernon, a great first. Here's the thing: Gladewater's got to go on the road.
Yes.
They lost to Flip. They have to play at Mount Vernon. Some tremendous first round matchups here.
I'll just tell you this: I'm looking at the computer projections right now. There are of the 8 matchups in the first round in Region 2, 7 are by 14 points or fewer, which in the first round of the playoffs is nuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
First round's a lot of blowouts.
I don't even know. There's going to be an upset here. I will say this: there's a first round upset here.
Oh yeah.
West might be Pilot Point, or
an upset though.
It's true.
It's 2 versus 3.
I don't know, man. Whitesboro's not a bad team.
No, Whitesboro and Whitney. I think that's the game Carter and Mallory are going to Thursday night at Irving. I know this is a Mike Roach shout out here. I know it's the official name of the stadium is Ellis Stadium. I can't not call it Irving School Stadium.
I know.
It's known as the IHOP to me.
Here's another
Irving
one.
House of Pain.
Here's another perfect example. Palmer can beat Grandview. Palmer's a good ball club.
Palmer's a very good ball club.
Palmer's a good ball club.
Dangerous 3 seed.
This is I mean this sincerely. There are 16 teams in this region. There's about 14 that you could tell me realistically could win the region.
Yeah.
They get hot at the right time. Liberty Iowa was a team that lost their best player in the offseason. Yeah. And now they're in the playoffs, and I'm like, they might beat the team that played in the title game last year.
It's crazy. Who did you? I took Winsboro. Who did you take? You took Atlanta, right?
I did not. I took Pottsboro. Because Pottsboro,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
They're 9-1.
9-1. I think they have the best first. I think they have the best draw, the most favorable
I think
draw.
Maypearl is one of the 2 or 3 teams that I cannot see winning this region.
They do have that one head scratching loss to Sanger. It's just like
Sanger's a good. They put up. Did you see what Sanger did? They put up 95 points last week on Farmersville.
that's rude.
All they did, and Sanger gave Gunner a good game. Sanger's a good team.
I have friends from Farmersville. Anyway, you know who's from Farmersville?
Who?
Ryan Hooks.
Really?
Yeah, our social guy.
Okay. Has he seen their indoor facility?
Under Region 3. No, I don't think Ryan has seen them. Hi, Ryan. Have you seen the indoor facility
It's
in
pretty
Farmersville?
cool. Google it.
Over to Region 3. Region 3 is where things start to maybe make a little bit more sense.
Mm-hmm.
At least it does feel like there are a couple, there's a separation here.
Okay.
Now, I think it's a larger upper crust, so to speak, than we're used to.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the teams I would put in the upper crust. Ready? Fairfield, Yoakum, Hitchcock, Franklin, Columbus. I miss anybody?
You're missing Hardin, sir.
Am I disrespecting the
You are
Hornets?
disrespecting the Hornets, who I disrespected on the show Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
They're 10-0.
Yes, they are.
I said they had punted 5 or 6 times all year. You know how many times Hardin's punted this year?
4 times.
0.
Zero.
Harden has not punted this year. That might be the craziest stat of anything I've seen this year. That you go 10 games in the regular season and you don't punt
That's
once.
your Texas high school football fun fact of the week presented by Cover Zero Analytics.
That's right. Harden hasn't punted. Harden, if you watch them, it's like a rugby scrum every play, but it's like a beautifully effective rugby scrum. They're a hard team to prepare for.
Well,
I think Harden, I think they're going to cruise into the 3rd round.
You think they're beating Hitchcock?
Yes. Hitchcock's a 3 seed. Hitchcock lost to Yoakum. Hitchcock's struggling right now.
Okay, all right.
He lost to Yoakum.
Okay.
Yoakum beat Hitch. And by the way, I got some grief from some Hitchcock folks preseason when I picked Hitchcock 3rd and Yoakum 2nd. Ball knower. Ball knower,
Okay.
dude.
Fairfield. I think you have some hellacious second round matchups.
Yes.
I think Fairfield and Yoakum is.
Oh, that you want to talk about pointsy?
Oh my gosh.
That might be the most entertaining game in the state that week.
Hardin and Hitchcock in the second round. Franklin, I think, is the favorite in their forcing.
Correct.
Shout out to Orangefield, who I think is probably the second best team. But
I think Franklin's gonna be comfortably in the 3rd round.
Columbus and Palestine Westwood, or East Chambers.
I don't think Westwood. I think Westwood's got problems.
You think East Chambers is going to beat them?
Westwood is not playing well right now. They got issues over there, on and off the field, and they're not playing good football. I think they might be ready. I think they might be looking forward to. They're the number 1 team in the state in basketball preseason. They might be looking forward to hoops.
I think it's Franklin. Franklin's been my pick, but they will have to go through in consecutive weeks Columbus and then maybe Yoakum or Fairfield or Hardin or Hitchcock.
I'll say this: if Franklin and Hardin play in a regional final, the game will be over within 54 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be all right.
Halftime will be longer than the game.
Exactly right. Okay, Region 4. I made the joke on the bracket reveal show that Llano is like we can eliminate them from contention. I will just say this: I think they're the favorite to make Thanksgiving.
Yes.
The question is the injury, obviously. Which we've
young
heard.
quarterback, but they've got 2 weeks. They do have a soft side of the bracket. They should be able to get to the 3rd round. Maybe he'll have a couple of games under his belt and look a little bit better. I think I've been big on Goliad all year. A little up and down. They did end up getting the 2 seed out of the district.
Yeah.
Edna got the 1 seed. Edna's won this region 3 years in a row. New head coach. No reason to think they can't make a run. Then at the bottom of the bracket,
buddy, Raymondville Orange Grove is
great first round.
One of the games of the week.
Orange Grove, before week 11, was going to be the number 1 seed. And they got upset by London by 3, and it dropped them all the way to the 4 seed.
Jeez.
And they got to play Raymondville in the first round. One really good team is going to go home early.
But
I
also think Hondo's the best team in that bottom half of the region.
It could be. Ingram Moore, what a great story after what they went through. Them and Kerrville, both Ingram Moore and Kerrville Tivy made the playoffs after what they went through the floods this summer. So shout out to Coach Damasco at Ingram Moore. I know he did a lot of things in the community.
Yeah.
And still got those guys in the playoffs. I'm gonna go Raymondville to get to the regional, to get to the 3rd round out of this. So I think we're gonna get Raymondville, Edna. I think we're gonna get Llano and Goliad. I'm taking Goliad to win the region. I was the only one who went Goliad. I believe in you, Coach Salazar.
I got Edna, but that remains to be seen. Okay, there's 3A Division 1. So 3A Division 1, 3A Division 1 is chaos embodied. It is chaos like personified. 3A Division 2, we'll take a look at the bracket. This feels much more chalky and much more like there's a clear favorite in every region and like 1 or 2 landmines. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
I would agree.
So in 3A Division 1, we'll go 3A Division 2, Region 1. I think Wall has to be your early favorite. I think they have to be your early favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Now, and by the way, I they will. I don't see any of the teams in that bottom part giving them any trouble.
Although Odessa Compass, great story
Yeah.
out there in Odessa, 9-1 season. I think they can win a playoff game.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The second round against Slayton might be a little too much to ask. But I think Wall is going to crush people, y'all. They are this is my preseason and pre-playoff pick to win state. I think they're going to crush into the regional final here.
There are 2 teams, the top half of the region, that I'm interested in. One of them is the Canadian Wildcats. Quietly 9-1, quietly won another district championship.
Yeah.
Quietly kind of dismantled Childress last week. Yeah. Looking good. That sophomore quarterback, Weston Mitchell, is growing.
He's been great.
I feel like nobody's talking about Idalou.
No.
And I think they're really good.
They are. Idalou Canadian in the third round is going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be a really good third round.
The issue is Idalou's got 3 losses, but the losses are to Sweetwater,
a 3AD1 playoff team,
Lubbock Liberty,
a 4A Division 2 playoff team that went 9-1,
and Wall, by the way, by 14 points.
They gave Wall a good game.
Gave Wall a game.
Yeah. So I think we're looking at a Wall playing the winner of Canadian Idalou in the regional final. I
can't see anybody beating Wall in the regional.
Landon York and that offense. It's so
and
weird.
the defense. That's the difference.
Yes. Two years ago, Wall was running the flex bone. Now they are slinging it around, and it's fun to watch.
Game's gone. I've just what happened to the game I loved? Yeah. The flex bone. Okay, Region 2. Let's take a look at Region 2.
Guys, this is probably, in my opinion, the most boring region in the playoffs. I just think Gunner is going to.
Gunner hasn't lost.
Into the semifinals.
We looked this up last year. Gunner hasn't lost a regional playoff game.
2015?
2015 in a decade.
Yeah.
In a decade. Okay, they've won their region 10 consecutive years.
Most of in those 40 games that they've won in regional play.
It was like one was a 14-point game.
Yeah. It's just not.
It's not.
The
close.
other games are entertaining. Like the matchups leading up to any, but then once you play Gunner, it's like, well, okay, that's gonna be boring.
Now here's the thing. I will say the only thing I'll say about this, because you're right, Gunner is, in my opinion, a clear favorite.
Correct. Yeah.
Probably maybe the clearest favorite of any region anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone that comes within 17.7.
There's an argument to be made. City View's the second best team in their region, and they're going to see them in the second round.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Keem Levison's done a great job in his first year at City View, taking over after Coach Aldridge passed away. Done a great job. City View's got talent. They're explosive. Cedar Hill. I'm interested in Cedar Hill Trinity. Cedar Hill TLC. Kenny Wooten in his first year. They're not. They won the district. They actually played Jim Ned in non-district in Mineral Wells in a neutral site game and lost, I think, by 1 point. And Jim Ned's a good 3A division. So Cedar Hill Trinity is solid. So interested to see how they do in their first real playoff appearance. So, but I think Gunner's gonna just.
I think so too.
cruise.
And then top half of the bracket, Jacksboro. I think Jacksboro is probably your favorite.
Yeah, probably. Keep an eye on Leonard. I think
Leonard's not bad.
Tricky. Yeah,
exactly. Okay, on to Region 3. Region 3 is.
This is a fun region.
This is
There's
a fun region because I think
about.
that there is a team that, if you want to just pencil in a giant purple N into the semifinals, you can, because Newton has been.
Newton is here.
Newton's here, and they've been great. But this is also the region that tends to make us all look like idiots.
Woodville last year.
Woodville made us all look like idiots last year. That's a tough first round match with the rest of us. We'll get to that.
It's a tough first round matchup.
But here's the thing: is that Newton
tougher second round matchup? Possibly.
Newton, they will earn it every step of the way. I think they're favorites over New Diana. But Grand Saline in the second round,
Jet Lewis and Colton Prox, they're tricky.
Okay, and then hypothetically, Troop in the third round.
That's my Troop Tigers we're talking about there. I've been big on Troop, 10-0.
And then the top half of the bracket, you want to talk about high variance, buddy.
Dangerfield.
I wish I could figure them out. It's them, it's Garrison. Those are the two teams I can't figure out.
Look at Dangerfield, who they played in non-district.
Yes.
They played all schools that were bigger than them.
Gladewater.
9-1, 381 team.
Tatum.
Okay, Tatum.
Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, 4A Division II, number 2 team in the state.
And then they won 7 straight.
Yeah, so they'll be fine. Edgewood also top. Go lightly at quarterback. They're really good too. So this is there's gonna be some really good second round matchups in this.
And by the way, first round matchup. So West Rusk and Woodville is a great first round.
It's a tasty first round.
It's really really good. Okay, on to Region 4. Also one with Lone Oak and give it on Lone Oak.
Yeah,
I'm a Lone Oak guy.
Logan Turner,
but Hooks is going to be dangerous. Okay,
and Logan Turner was the quarterback at Graham.
Region 4. It's Tidehaven versus the Field, but
the Field is good.
The Field is good.
Yeah.
Like the Field has got their share of landmines. If you just want to say Tidehaven is the favorite, I hear you. I'm with you.
And they are.
I think they're clear to the Thanksgiving. Okay, clear to the regional semifinals. I don't know if I want to see Blanco in the third round.
Slot T is the devil.
I don't know if I want to see Blanco. And then
Blanco's got to win over
Is in
Lexington.
fact the devil.
Thank you.
Thank you, VNA.
And then, by the way,
thank you for knowing that.
The bottom half gets gnarly real quick.
Poth and East Bernard in round 2.
Poth and East Bernard.
Undefeated George West and Lexington.
I think Lexington Wallace Brazos. I think
Patrick
Wallace
Oliver's
Brazos is a dangerous third
Coach
seed.
Patrick Oliver at State 7-on-7 came up to me and talked to me for a little while. His team was playing really well. He goes, don't count us out. He goes, we're gonna be really good this year.
Buddy,
we've had a great year.
Lexington Wallace Brazos, Jarvis Dickerson against Case Evans. Bro.
Yeah.
In 3A, that's about as good as superstar.
Yeah, you don't
matchup
get a lot of those kind of matchups in the small schools early in the playoffs.
No. I like that bottom half, basically, you've got some really, really good
some
ball
bangers.
clubs. You've got some really good teams. I think Tidehaven has been, in my opinion, them and Wall have been the two most consistently excellent teams.
And that's why I think we're careening towards a Tidehaven Wall State Championship, which sign me up for that. That will be fun.
That'll be really fun.
2 teams from parts of the state that don't get there very often.
Tidehaven has never heard of Wall. Well, I mean, people in Tidehaven have never heard of Wall.
Probably not.
I mean, I'm sure David Lucio knows who Wall is.
David Lucio is a ball knower.
Yeah, he would know who it is.
Yes.
But I think this is a fun region with a ton of star power. Like really is. Well, like
Cale Russell.
Oh my gosh, dude, you got a ton of
Major
star power.
Luna.
Yeah,
He's not minor Luna. He's Major Luna.
No, he is. All right, so there you go. There's 3A Division 2 in this very brief playoff preview podcast.
I hope you're still with us.
On to 2A Division 1 VNA, and there's a lot to talk about, I think, in every region, including we will get to the official region of Tep and Stepp here momentarily.
Okay, yeah.
But your appetizer to that is Region 1. 2A Division 1, Region 1.
The chips and salsa.
Is this... I don't know if I've ever seen a region as star-studded in 2A as you have in 2A Division 1, Region 1.
It's fun.
Okay? Stinnett, West Texas, Cade Winters. Dog. Okay?
Yes.
Absolutely so much fun. Stanford's done an unbelievable job of reloading.
After losing all that they lost to graduation.
Unbelievable.
They still get the 3 seed.
You have... I want to come back to Anson, Arizona. New Deal has got a ton of that talent. Cisco, the big damn Lobos.
That's right.
have looked
9-1. District champs, 9-1.
And then you have Panhandle and Post in the first stinking round.
That's a crazy first round match.
With the great Broxton Robinson leading the way.
Did you get that? Panhandle's never gotten past the second round.
I
of the
saw
playoffs?
that.
I need to confirm that. I need to call Coach Dane Ashley and ask him about that.
This feels knowable. You are listening to live coverage.
As you're Googling that.
Yeah.
While you do that, I'll talk about the Cisco is one team that
Yeah.
Our good buddy Brandon McAuliffe kind of this offseason was kind of telling us, hey, Cisco's back. I think they're back. And they've done a great job beating with wins over Hawley and Stanford in district play. I think
Panhandle made the third round of the playoffs in 2020. And also in 2018.
Who gave you
They
that
made
stat?
the quarterfinal in 2017.
Who gave
They
you
were in
that
the semifinal in 03. Get out of here.
Who gave you that stat?
Some internet troll.
What a
Embarrassing.
listen. we're fact checkers over here. They
played for a title in 1984. I'm mad at the internet.
Internet man who sent that to Greg Tepper. You, sir, are not our listener of the week.
You are the non-listener of the not week.
That's why you fact check, because we get crap like that.
Exactly. Okay. Now.
Thanks for listening, though, sir.
Yes. 2A Division 1, Region 1. Okay, so it's back to Ozona and Anson for a minute. I think this is one of the most consequential games in Texas high school football history, and here's why.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Hyperbole Tepper here.
But here's the thing.
All right.
Christian Villarreal is 540 yards away from Ken Hall, the single season
rusher 541 this week.
He's probably not going for 541.
All right.
That'd be awesome. He's probably not going for 541. Anson is one of the best 4 seeds in Texas.
They are a tricky 4 seed.
They're a really tricky 4 seed.
Tricky 4 seed. Anson beat Albany. That's how good they are.
If Ozona wins this game, Christian Villarreal is probably breaking the record.
Mm-hmm.
And if they lose this game, he's probably not.
Correct.
Okay?
Correct.
This is as close as we've ever come to someone breaking the record.
You're telling me, let me see when they
This is one of the most consequential games in Texas high school football history. I'm being serious.
They play Friday night at 7:30 in Big Spring.
Yep.
Are you going to find a stream of that game?
Yes.
Okay.
I will. I'm going to tell my wife. I'm going to be like,
honey,
don't talk to me.
I got to watch Ozona and Anson.
Ozona and Anson.
Do you think your wife knows where Ozona or Anson is?
No chance.
Okay. All right.
Now,
here's a question. Here's the question.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all. I've not told Tepper about this question. I'm going to throw it. I'm blindsiding him. Ozona and New Deal, or Spearman. Let's either one. They play in the second round of the playoffs. and Christian Villarreal, Ozona beats Anson this week.
Yeah.
And Villarreal runs for 300 plus yards.
Yeah, and he's like 200
yards.
He's a mediocre game away from by his standards.
Do you try to find a way to?
I might try.
Okay. It's gonna be in West Texas. I mean, Ozona is south of San Angelo, and New Deal is near Lubbock, and Spearman is near Amarillo.
Like Odessa, basically.
Probably in Odessa. You ever been to Odessa?
Yeah.
It's lovely this time of year.
I love Odessa.
Scenic Odessa.
I love Midland, the tall city. I like Panhandle in Region 1.
I do too.
I like
even
Panhandle.
Though Stinnett West Texas beat them. They beat them by a point. I think Panhandle gets their leg back. But Panhandle's path is treacherous.
Yes.
If they can beat Post, who went 13-1 last year, they got to play Cisco in round 2. Mm-hmm. And then if they get out of that, they're probably going to play the winner of Ozona and Anson in the third round. That is a tough path for the Panhandle Panthers.
I agree. Okay. Enough appetizer. Let's get the Botana platter out.
Bring
here.
the Botana platter.
It's Region 2!
Let's go. Who's going to win it?
It's the weirdo region of the year.
Mystery box region.
It is. I love everything about this region. I think Frankston is an understandable favorite. Like they're a darling right now. But I think they could, I don't think they are head and shoulders above anybody in this region. I think they're the best. Let me rephrase. They're going to beat Bosqueville. But I think Dillion can beat them in the second round.
I think Wolf City could beat him.
I think
they got
Wolf City.
H.D. Davis. They have that one guy.
What I love about this is that you've got so many different styles here. Perfect example. You could have, realistically, Axtell and Tom Bain in the second round. Mm-hmm. Axtell, who's got one of the best defenses in all of 2A, against Donnie Hooten and Tom Bean and this high-flying Tomcats offense.
Tom Bean, great mascot, the Tomcats, by the way.
Yes.
Here's one. I will say this. Watch, if you're looking for a 4 seed to upset a 1 seed, Cayuga over Axtell. Because here's the thing. Axtell, their one loss this year was to Kearns. Mm-hmm. Kearns finished 5th behind Cayuga in district play. Just saying.
At the top, you've got the reigning regional champs,
the official team of Stepp and Stepp,
in the Hamilton Bulldogs, who beat DeLeon last week to sign them up.
Tricky first round game. Now Tioga's like on quarterback 6.
Yeah.
I don't know how Zach Birdwell and Tioga they threw some kid at quarterback 2 weeks ago that their QB3 got hurt, and they were like, who's played quarterback in Pee Wee football at some point? Yeah. They threw a kid
who knows how to hold a football,
a receiver that played QB in Pee Wee or something, and he threw for 300 yards because Zach Birdwell is a freaking guru.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you who might have the clearest path to Thanksgiving? Alvord.
Yeah, Alvord, yeah.
I look at that and I'm like, they're the best team out of those 4.
Valley Mills has a really good run. They've got a dude at running back who's about 215 pounds who will run your behind over.
Region 2 is going to be great. Just sign me up. I want season pass.
I'm still picking Frankston.
I am taking Axtell. I'm taking Axtell.
The one thing I like about Frankston is their team speed.
They do, and that is at a premium in Region 2 for sure. Over to Region 3, where speed is not at a premium. Everyone's got speed in Region 3.
Yeah, much fast teams.
A ton of playmakers here. Ryland Morris at Honeygrove obviously hops off the page. I think Honeygrove's the clear favorite to come out of that top half. Although there is a team that would love for you to forget about them.
Hello, Joaquin. Hello.
We know. We see you.
Who beat Honeygrove in the regional final last year.
Yes.
Joaquin was the official team who you get all the old men yelling at clouds, why are you letting 4 teams in the playoffs, blah, blah, blah. Well, look at, the small schools, the 4 seeds in the small schools can't compete. Well, then Joaquin hauls off and gets to a state semifinal as a 4 seed and flips the bird to all those guys. Mm-hmm. They are a dangerous team, playoff veterans, but I think Honeygrove will be ready for them in round 2 this year. And hey, they're a 3 seed, so the good juju is out. They're a 3 seed now. They had the audacity to not get 4th.
If Garrison could just figure it out,
yeah.
and just put it together.
Come on, Brandon Alvarez, what are you doing?
I do think they might be the most talented team in this region. Mm-hmm. They are that good. And certainly in that foursome, but Elysian Fields has been very good.
Listen, Elysian Fields may have the best. We talked about Ryland Morris.
Nunu.
Listen, Brandon Kennedy, call him Nunu, is among the most fun players in the state in any classification. He is an absolute baller. I think Elysian Fields and Garrison is a fun East Texas second-round matchup. The job St. Augustine's done this year, Torrey Barnes.
Yeah.
I'll say Torrey Barnes, there were certain people in St. Augustine who tried to run a hometown guy out of town. His job was posted this offseason.
Jeez.
And they gave it back to him, and all he did was win the district.
Yep. And by the way,
St. Augustine, give that man an extension.
And by the way, I think they've got a good shot to make it to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That second round matchup with Wascom might be tough, but Cooper might beat Wascom too.
And then Jewett Leon, they're 10-0. No one's talking about them 10-0. And then Pewitt and Beckville is a great first. Beckville's got Jacoby Prince, and Pewitt is outstanding. I'll say this: I had a coach in the region whose team did not make the playoffs tell me he's seen a lot of these teams play. He felt like Honeygrove was the team to beat. He felt like that district with Honeygrove and Cooper and Pewitt is the strongest district in the region.
I think it is too, but that's why they play the ball games.
But it's a fun region. There's a lot of good teams.
Down to Region 4, and Region 4 has long been the power nexus of 2A Division 1.
Yes.
And you do have...
Aside from Terry Bussey years.
You do have...
year.
It does feel like we're heading for a Thanksgiving feast between Ganado and Refugio.
Yeah, it's fait accompli.
I don't see anybody...
All due respect to... Weimar is a good 4th place team, but I still think Refugio just punts them into the sun. Sorry to San Saba and the Armadillos.
Fun first round matchup with Rosebud Lot, by the way.
Good first round matchup. Wade Griffin at Mason's done a great job after a slow start. They were, they've kind of got their wheels on, kind of figuring things out with that young team. How about another first year head coach, Ty Robinson at Crawford?
Yeah, he's done a whale of a job.
I think Crawford and Mason in the third round is going to be 2 first year head coaches, outstanding. But I think that all roads lead to Ganado or Furio.
In a regional semifinal.
Yeah, and I think Ganado's won, 3 in a row? They played in the regular season last year? They did, yeah. Ganado beat them twice. Ganado beat them twice last year.
They're not the same district, though.
Last year. No, they played twice. They played did they? No, you're right.
They played 2 years ago. That's
right. They were in the same district 2 years ago.
Yes, and Refugio
beat them.
Dominated them in the district.
And then Ganado
got the get back.
That was Jason Herring's last game at Refugio. So Ganado's beat them the last 2 times in the playoffs. I think Refugio gets their look
That's the
back.
question.
But I think it's going to be a classic football game.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. That's 2A Division 1. One last 11-man bracket to go.
And I can leave. You can do 6-man.
2A Division 2.
VNA's going to take my place.
2A Division 2. 2A Division 2, we can go to Region 1. That's fine. And
VNA's ready to go.
She's like, wrap this up.
No.
Idiots keep talking.
I texted her. I took my wife to a wine bar on last Friday night, because I'm fancy. And they had a flight.
Goodness.
They had a flight of wines, and it said interesting whites. And I said, that's what VNA thinks whenever she's watching producing the show.
My wife had a flight, but it was a margarita flight.
2A Division 2, Region 1.
Hey, honey. She doesn't listen.
This is a really hard to parse region. I'll say this. Stratford got the nicest draw of all.
Yeah.
I think you can book them in the regional final. Honestly.
Yeah. I think they're cruising in the regional final. The bottom side of the bracket's the dirty side.
Yeah.
Wink and Groover in the second round is going to be a tasty.
And then the winner's probably getting ropes.
Yeah, and that's a really good ropes team. I went back and forth on my pick here. I believe I went with ropes. I had Wink in the preseason, but I switched.
We're holding hands on ropes together.
I switched to ropes. Mighty Ropes from Ropesville, Texas.
Yeah, I do like ropes. Their one loss on the year was back to New Home.
It's a good 2A Division I team.
Exactly right. Yeah. So okay, on to Region 2. Region 2 is where we get to the fireworks factory, because if you want to talk about the dirty side of the bracket, you have a defending state champ, the Munster Hornets, who, by the way, did everything they can. They are the district champs.
This happens to be a tough side of the bracket.
Bro, this is as brutal a side of the bracket as it gets, I think. Because realistically, they could play.
They'll cruise against Cross Plains.
Wellington in the second round. Albany in the third round. And then either a rematch with Collinsville, or they'll see Windthorst, or they'll see the mighty Wheeler Mustangs.
Yeah, who just decides that, hey, we're not going to give up any points. Did they win? What was their score last week? They shut out their opponent last week?
Last week, what's wrong? They beat Shamrock 46-7. What's wrong with Wheeler? 888-787-1310.
Yeah, Wheeler's given up 7 points. I think 27 points on the entire season.
Yeah, their defense has been outrageous.
So I feel like it's a strong strategy that if you just don't allow any points, you will win the football game.
I think Hamlin and Lindsay's a fun first-round matchup.
You don't see often in 2A Division II, 8-2 teams play in the second round. First round, that's what we're getting.
My whole thought is I ain't overthinking it. Munster is the defending state champs. They've still got the QB1. In Case and Kearney, they've got the pedigree. They know how to do it, and their 2 losses on the year are to good 3A teams.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's Munster, but I do think it's a tougher path for them this year.
I think that Albany game's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, over to the other side of the bracket, Region 3. It's weird to see 4-seed Mart, but I do think they're favored. I think they're the favorite to beat Cumbie.
I think what you have in this region is 2 districts who are extremely. At several levels better than the other 2 districts, and they're playing each other. So the good district's playing the bad district in the first round. So I think what you're going to see in this district is a whole bunch of 60-point spreads in the first round of the playoffs.
You are seeing a fair number of them. There is one game that I think is going to be really interesting, which is West Sabine and Overton. That's pretty evenly matched.
I think Overton wins by 3 touchdowns.
But here's the thing.
That district's tough.
Mart is a 4-seed that I could see playing Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I mean, Lovelady's a good team, and I think, but Mart's had Lovelady's number.
And the other thing is, Lovelady can't, their defense has really struggled.
Yeah.
Okay? But overall, we're kind of dancing around the point. Bremond, I'm up their wagon. They're wagon.
They are really good.
They're a wagon.
Tough second round rematch of the regional final against Grapeland. And then what I want to see in round 2, Mount Enterprise and Chilton. That Chilton defense.
That's good on good.
Slow down Kagan Ash and Mount Enterprise. Tremendous matchup there. I think the bottom side, I think you're going to get Overton and Goldthwaite. I think what I think is going to happen here is I think Bremond is going to face the winner of Mount Enterprise Chilton in the regional final.
I'll just say this. I think there's a chance that District 10 gets all their teams into the I think you have a sweep and you have them in of 4 teams in the region on Thanksgiving.
Bremond, Chilton, and Goldthwaite.
And Goldthwaite.
Yeah.
I think there's a chance.
Yeah.
I think that might just be the power nexus there. But that figures to be really fun. I think you're exactly right. Like star power here, and then you've got Mount Enterprise and Chilton could be really fun. But I
think round they're going to get a lot of running clocks in the second.
But I think Bremond just has looked the part. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
They've been great. Speaking of looking at the part, down in Region 4, everyone's on Shiner, and I love Shiner. Yeah. I love Shiner, and I picked Shiner. I like them. I think they're really good. They have done everything we've asked of them. They're the number 1 team in 2A Division 2. And also, I can't help but feel like Junction might just up and get them. Junction's a good ball club.
10-0. There's 3 10-0 teams in this bracket with Granger, Junction, and Shiner. We get Junction and Granger in the third round will be a ton of fun.
Yeah, 2 12-0s.
I think Shiner's going to cruise at the bottom. Although
I think so.
Burton is a trickier second round game.
If they get past Brackettville's a team. They're 5-4, but they are better than 5-4.
So I think we get Shiner out of the bottom. I think the winner of the Granger Junction. Junction is dangerous with the QB play, but Shiner Man, Jarvis Williams at quarterback has stepped in and done a great job.
Good.
They got the power of Ray Gates behind him, the Shiner alum who even though he's coaching his guys at North Crowley, he always keeps an eye on his alma mater and several of his cousins that play for Shiner, as he's told me. So I think Shiner gets to the state semifinals again, and actually, pull the curtain back. Shiner's my pick to win the state championship this year.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm buying in on Shiner. They're going back to Division I and realignment, so they're gonna have to get it done this year.
Yep, absolutely. So there it is. That's 2A Division 2.
All right, I'm out of here.
Okay, bye. There's 2A Division 2. Let me run through 1A D1 very quickly.
Don't leave.
Can we do 1A D1? Can I tell you about this? Here's the good thing. There's half as many teams, so I can go through it relatively quick.
I'll chime in where what I
Here's
know
the thing about 1A Division 1. Go look at our predictions on texasfootball.com/playoffs. This is the only prediction graphic that has literally 4 of the exact same predictions. Okay?
Yeah.
Because there are clear favorites, I think, in every region. Region 1, you've got Whiteface. They beat Borden County in Week 11 to win the district. They, in my opinion, feel like the real favorite here. Region 2, you've got Ira and Robert Lee, which is a banger.
How's Borden County this year?
Very good, but they lost to
Okay.
they lost to Whiteface in the second round. Or
Borden County has great color scheme. The baby blue and red is elite.
It is. It's a banging first round match with Rankin. Ira and Robert Lee is terrific. Really excited about that first round match. But Water Valley is, in my opinion, very clearly the second best team in 1A Division 1. We'll talk about the first best in a minute. Region 3, 2 things. 1, Aquila's your favorite, 10-0. TC Hennig, their sophomore, super sophomore is the name to know. Also, Milford and St. Joe's being played in Keller. So if you're in the DFW Metroplex,
That makes sense.
If you've ever wanted to see 6-man football, it's being played at Timber Creek High School. Call Austin Kane and he'll get you in.
Yeah.
That's a Thursday night, so that's for podcast listeners only. If you're watching on Free Friday, go back in time.
Where's Aquila? I was trying to see where Aquila was. Okay, Aquila's down by Hillsboro.
Yeah, they beat Abbott, which is their big rival.
Milford and St. Joe makes sense in the Metroplex because Milford's kind of down there around Waxahachie. St. Joe's up around Wichita Falls.
Yeah, kind of near the Red River. Yeah. And then in Region 4, look, it's Gordon. Like, Gordon is...
I was going to pick the Canepa Rock Crushers.
Hey, shout out Canepa. First ever playoff
Rock
appearance.
Crushers.
Shout out to them. May is the second best team in that region, but Gordon is a wagon. I had somebody tell me that Gordon will not play a second half this year. Like they probably won't.
The only second half they played is the 11-man game.
They have been spectacular. Okay.
I would like a Canepa Rock Crushers shirt, though.
I would too. We should call it coach. Okay. So that's 1A Division 1. On to 1A Division 2, if you don't mind, VNA. We can talk about 1A Division 2. We can run through the regions. They go, yeah. Okay, here's 1A Division 2. Again, I think you have a clear favorite in each region. Klondike is your clear favorite in Region 1.
Is Dalton
DeGraff and Reed.
He's still the head coach
Still
there?
head coach. Doing a great job.
He was the youngest. He's been there like 10 years now.
Now
he's like 35.
Now he's an old man. They're the clear favorite. Motley County is a team to keep an eye on. I really like Whit Herald. They're undefeated. That Miami and Paducah game is gnarly in the first round. Miami is 10-0. Paducah is 8-1. Their one loss is a 1-point road loss to Motley County.
Okay.
Think about that. That is, you get to the good stuff quick.
I heard Miami has like a pretty stadium. Like it's kind of there's like hills and stuff
up there in the Panhandle.
Yeah.
Region 2 is really fun. It's got the defending state champs in Jayton, and they're, in my opinion, a favorite to get to the regional final.
They're really good at basketball too.
But Benjamin and Balmorhea, both at the top, both undefeated, I believe. No, Benjamin has a loss. Like I think maybe I don't have them in front of me. But
They're good without Grayson Reed, then okay.
But Balmorhea is back. Benjamin and Esperant's a great first round matchup, but I think Jayton is your favorite there, the defending state champs. Up in Region 3, Strawn is back. Dwayne Lee's doing that thing again.
Shout out to Mary's Cafe.
Remember,
great chicken fried steak.
Remember, Oakwood was the surprise party crasher in the state championship game a year ago, but that's a tough first round matchup with three-way. You never know how three-way is going to go.
No,
but I think Strawn, I think, is your favorite in Region 3. And then in Region all of Fannondale, keep an eye on them. And then Region 4.
Ladonia Fannondale.
Richland Springs, I think, is your favorite. They are back, but they could be heading for a region. No, I don't think so. Right. But they are heading for a regional final, I think, against their old rival Cherokee, which could be really fun. Those two teams, that is a classic 6-man rivalry down there. So I think you've got that. We are split on our predictions. Half of us have Jayton and half of us have Klondike. So that semifinal between Region 1 winner Klondike and Region 2 winner Jayton is going to be like basically your state championship.
Okay.
So there you go. There's 1A Division 2. Other than that, I have nothing to say.
You've talked a lot today.
Jeez.
Tepper. You are not going to talk. Don't call Tepper tomorrow. He's not going to answer. No phone calls.
Let's go. VNA, did you even dare to write down anything?
I actually did write a couple things.
Okay.
Really quickly. Tiny Tepp and Stepp. Woohoo!
Tiny Tepp and Stepp. What a great production.
Great addiction.
That was
Great
fun.
addition.
I thought I'd add y'all in there. My beloved Midland Greenwood Rangers.
I'm Greenwood and your troop. That's
right.
Those are our darlings.
Yes.
I'll never let go, Jack. At one point, you said
Greenwood.
3AD1. Who the hell knows?
Yes.
Irving House of Pancakes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What
the Irving House of Pain.
Irving House of Pain.
Yeah.
What happened to the game I love? At one point, you said.
Oh, it's when Wellington went, or no, not Wellington.
Wall.
Wall went from running the flex bone to
Spread, yeah.
just airing it out.
It went basic.
And then finally, let's get to the Botana platter.
Let's get
Botana platter.
That's great.
That's right. Bring us a Botana platter
Why don't
from
you-
the Rio Grande Valley.
Why don't you
Blues.
tell the people where you're going this week?
All right. It's my annual trip to the Panhandle.
Yeah.
Where I get to see.
Value shopper.
I'm a value shopper. I am. That is me. It is I. Thursday, I will be at Happy State Bank Stadium in Canyon for Canadian and Muleshoe, the first playoff game of the year, at 4:00 on Thursday.
Nice.
Then I will matriculate north into Amarillo Have you heard of Dick Bivens Stadium?
It's a small.
No, it's a big stadium.
Oh.
Seats about 12,000.
Oh yeah, big.
And I think it will have a big crowd at Dick Bivens Stadium as the Paladuro Dons take on the El Paso Hanks Knights.
The
So
swagged out Dons.
I have already texted Eric Mims and requested T-shirts
Oh my
for the-
goodness!
for the girls in the office.
How
who-
exciting.
and the Gregs, the girls and the Gregs.
Mims said maybe for you, but he said definitely yes for the ladies.
Okay, fine.
So that'll be my Thursday nightcap. And then Friday, I will be, I'll camp out at Happy State Bank Stadium. I've got Spearman and New Deal at 4, which is a
Fun
nice
game.
first round game. And then the nightcap, I get to see Hale Center take on Bovina.
Cool.
So I think Hale Center should win that one comfortably. Then I'm going to hop on a plane and head to Houston.
the
Amarillo to Houston.
You are the only person who will go from Hale Center to Bovina to whatever you're going to next.
Houston Heights and Houston Stratford.
First person in the world history to see Bovina and Houston Heights in consecutive days.
Yeah, that's me. It is I, sicko. I'll be at Houston Heights and Houston Stratford, and then my nightcap, where I was denied press box access, sadly. But I'll be on the sidelines at Thorne Stadium for Aldine Davis and the Woodlands at 6 o'clock. There's 2 night games. It's a light Saturday schedule. It's like 5 games across the state. There are 2 night games, though. A 6 o'clock game in Houston between Aldine Davis and the Woodlands, which I'll be at. And there's a 7 o'clock game in Fort Worth at Farrington Field between Kennedale and Fort Worth Eastern
That's
Hills.
right. You're damn sure is, Bob.
So I will see 6 games this weekend in the first round of the
My
playoffs.
goodness.
It's going to be fun. So to tell you, there are 122 Thursday, there's 221 Friday, and then there are 7 Saturday. There's your
I think it's
breakdown.
6 because Barbers Hill
they get moved?
to Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a possibility of rain in Houston on Saturday, and so Barbers Hill
Got it.
decided to play it safe and move to Friday.
Okay. I got nothing else. I'm bracketed out.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'm all tuckered
You
out.
did talk a lot.
That is going to do it for us. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. VNA, thank you for...
Do you want to tease the show real quick? Tune in Saturday
Oh, yeah,
night.
Saturday. Dave Campbell's Texas Football Tonight. Highlights.
What time?
From across state. 10:30 p.m. Thank you.
Yeah.
10:30 p.m.
Texas
Stay up late with
football
us.
tonight. Hashtag
After dark.
After dark.
10:30 p.m.
Updated
Saturday.
brackets and highlights.
And highlights from across the state of Texas. Make sure you hang with us.
Maybe a guest appearance by me from a random hotel room.
We'll find out.
Yes.
VNA Moreno, thank you so much for putting up with our nonsense.
Thanks, VNA.
Stepp, thanks for your courage.
Thank you.
Talk to you next week on Tepper Stuff.
Bye.